Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Grand Arena highlights video. So I'll show you these battles here. So these will be from week 3 season 23. Now I've already done an Omicron highlights video from this season, so go and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. This will be just kind of remaining battles, so we'll have some Mara J, starting off with the Mara J team here versus Kyle over there. And then also got some obviously Galactic Legend battles and, you know, a couple of odd ones as well that I thought would be interesting to share with you. So let's just kick off with this first one, reviewing the mods obviously on these guys. Obviously when going up against Kyle Katarn, always make sure to check his speed because he will gain 30% extra turn meter to begin with, which doesn't sound a lot, but even at 245 there speed, I think you would need like something like 350 to outrun him or something like that. But obviously luckily Vader, he'll be getting lots of speed from his unique. There Kyle Katarn, he's both Rebel and Jedi, so he'll be actually getting 16 extra speed for him, and then, you know, 8 for each of those. So essentially versus this kind of one Mothma team, your Vader will be getting plus 48 speed just from the enemy team, and then obviously depending on what team you put around him there, most likely it's going to be Palpatine lead, Vader and the rest of the Empire team. So in this case he will be getting also additional there 56 speed. So in total, you know, Vader is getting quite a lot of speed here, so just make sure to calculate all of these, that obviously Vader does go first, or, you know, if maybe your Gideon is very fast as well, you can calculate quite easily. So just whatever Vader's speed, including his unique or Gideon's speed, you just multiply that by 0.7, and whatever figure comes out, make sure it's higher speed than Kyle Katarn has, and then you should be able to get your turn meter train rolling. Mara Jade is great even at 3 stars. Like, she's brilliant, to be honest, versus these kind of teams with her, you know, constant debuffs and back-to-back turns and things like that. She's absolutely brilliant. All right, let's hop in a battle now, and let me show you how this one will go. There you go, just about able to outrun only a 245 speed Kyle Katarn, so crazy stuff here, guys. So anyway, we'll just go around here, do what we do, basics. Obviously Rebels, they can't resist this ability block, so it will land 100% of the time. So this is very good as well, using Vader versus these kind of guys. Alright, so I'm just going to do another Force Crush here to get more debuffs on the board. I'm just going to throw Culling Blade, feed some turn meter to the team. Here comes down Gideon with turn meter removal. Probably Gideon here wasn't really necessary because Vader was fast enough to outrun Kyle Katarn, but it just, you know, I still had him available, so it was a nice kind of safety net there, just to make sure things don't go horribly wrong. Here comes then Mara with her back-to-back turns, shocking everybody, applying stagger, and now Palps can go ahead and turn all those shocks into stuns. We even stun Mon Mothma there, because otherwise Mon Mothma can't be targeted. And now we just keep going here, and, you know, these guys will keep falling one by one, but obviously because of all this stat boost that they get from Mothma there, you know, they are quite tanky here, because this team, apart from Vader, you know, doesn't have a whole lot of firepower, so just take a little bit while to get these guys out. There we go, Mara again for more back-to-back turns, throwing more shocks, more their stagger. Obviously decided to proc those staggers there, push their back turn meter, enter Merciless, throw the Culling Blade, down goes Kyle, down goes Kara, and boom, there you go. Very clear win, but again, make sure you calculate those speeds correctly. Alright, I've got another Mon Mothma battle here for you. So this is from the last round, and in this one, wait till you see the mods on Kyle Katarn, and then I will explain what's happening here. Alright, here are the mods, here we go. Not even a speed set, at 302 speed, are you kidding me? I would like to have an offense set with 141 speed. I really don't know what I'm doing wrong, that my mods are just not that amazing. The rest of the team doesn't have that amazing mods, but obviously Kyle Katarn there at, you know, 305 speed. For you to outrun Kyle Katarn, I think you would have to have something like 435 plus speed. So without Galactic Legends, you are not outrunning a 300 speed Kyle Katarn. Now this was the back zone. I didn't have much left, you know, in terms of Galactic Legends and things like that. I did have my troopers left. Now, troopers, obviously I will not be able to outrun them. However, Piet from his unique, whenever one of his enemies, Empire enemies, are getting damaged, he'll be getting 5% bonus turn meter. So it's essentially, you could say, 80% chance that you will win, because you've got 5 characters. Obviously if they target Piet, then you might not be able to get your turn meter train rolling. But as long as they target anybody else, Piet will get so much bonus turn meter because of all those attacks out of turn that he'll be able to get a turn, you know, start doing what he's doing, and then you should be able to turn the tables around them. There we go. Cal goes first to go after Rears, perfect. Just look at this turn, the amount of turn meter Piet got. And obviously, you do what you do, put that over on your Dark Trooper. And, you know, there goes Kara number 1. We've got here mass attack available, take care of POW, and this is pretty much game over from here on out. Now I was checking out obviously the meta report for this counter with the troopers, and it shows us a 100% win rate, but obviously we don't know is that versus faster cars or not. So maybe not the first choice for a counter here, I would say, going up against fast car, but if you don't have other choice, it's worth giving this a go. As long as they don't target Piet, you know, you should have a good chance to win. Potentially, even if they target Piet, you know, he could counter attack and then call somebody to assist. You know, this gives them Emperor's Trap, so again could give you some bonus turn meter. But yeah, as long as, you know, they target somebody else, it's worth a shot. Alright, speaking of troopers, I've got another trooper battle for you. So this one is versus Maul. So let's just check these mods on these guys as well. You know, 293 is, you know, quite decent for Maul that's modded for offense. Obviously not as crazy mods as, you know, Kal Katarn had it at plus 41 speed on the offense set. Probably just to be on the safe side, you do want to bring in Gideon as well, just that you've got 2 mass attacks there available, because if you just rely on Veer's mass attack to take somebody out, you could struggle, because obviously that taunt will keep you know, going around whichever is the strongest. So armor usually starts with a pre-taunt, and you do mass assist attack on her, and then taunt will move on to somebody else, and you might not be able to get your turn meter train rolling. So it's just something there to bear in mind. That's why I think to make this safer, you do want a Gideon in here, just so you got 2 characters that can do mass assist, and, you know, eventually you should be able to get somebody down. It's trickier, but I don't know, maybe you don't need Moff Gideon. Let me know, guys. Did you ever try troopers versus small lineup, and was it enough, you know, just having 1 mass assist and not having Gideon in there? Obviously to also bring us the last one, range trooper, you know, just to get more assists, more attacks out of turn and things like that from his unique. Alright, let's hop in a battle now, and it'll still take a while before we take somebody out. Okay, so let's just push turn meter back on everybody. First message is barely scratching armor. She's very durable, but we do almost got rid of her protection. Now there you go, the taunt moves on to Django. You do mass assist on Django. There we go. Wasn't big enough to take him out. Here comes counterattack, doesn't really matter. Alright, now we got taunt on Canderous. We got taunt on Bo. Back onto Canderous. Come on. There we go, one more hit. Come on, give me one more. So here I decided to use AoE from Dark Trooper, so I was able to obviously, you know, take out there a couple of characters, because otherwise I would be stuck again behind the taunt from armor. And once you got it down, you can even daze their Maul, so, you know, stop his counterattacks when you hit him, and boom, there we go. Perfect. So it was a clean win in the end, but I feel like without Moff Gideon, this could get trickier. Alright, so we've got another Maul battle for you. So this is Darth Maul, not Maul, and I do have Ray Jedi training to go up against them. Obviously, it's a turn meter machine versus turn meter machine, right? Because the Sith on the enemy side, they will start with plus 20% turn meter, and your droids in this case will start with plus 16. That's why they were able to outrun me. But luckily, we should be able to turn the table around, you know, with all this dodging we have here. Foresight from Ray, she was able to dodge that. We can now go ahead, cleanse or somebody, so I decided to call here BB-8 to assist. Got a stun over there. Let's get secret intel spreading. I didn't want to do an AoE to get counterattack, so instead I just use smoke screen there over on Ray. She will taunt anyway when I use Finn's grenade. Okay, so at least we make sure she's got foresight. Let's start spreading now. Inspiration. Now because we are obviously in stealth, we will not get counterattack from Dooku, so we can just throw grenade. Decided to take Savage out, you know, so we stop his turn meter and cleansing and things like that. And now just kind of, you're being bounced around here with, you know, with whoever is exposed. Once you apply burning, in case you need a reminder, the enemies, they get minus 10% evasion with R2 in there, so you know, enemy now should actually stop dodging. They shouldn't be evading nearly as much as they would have been otherwise. And now we got things under control. Maul is stunned, Duke is dazed, and just a case of trying to stall the battle out, see if we can get to Illuminated Destiny just to top up that protection. Maybe we can get Fiend there as well to full protection. Let's see if we can make it. Doesn't look like. There we go, 63 banners. But still, you know, this Darth Maul team did a job. It sniped 2 banners, but yeah, Ray works pretty well. Then we got First Order squads. This one actually is, you know, it's quite a good team. You shouldn't underestimate these guys. Obviously, we've got their Kylo Ren and Maz starting with pre-taunt. Hux will be preventing bonus turn meter gains there, so like somebody like Ray Jedi training would not work versus these guys. Or maybe if you even try bounty hunters, you won't be able to get bonus turn meter from Manda's unique and things like that. And you know, as you've seen, you know, some of these guys have some good speed on them, and if they get rolling, you could be in trouble. So one way to do is just Sith Eternal solo. I still had Sith Eternal available at this point, so I just decided to use him on these guys. It can get a little bit scary sometimes because when they start going, putting all the hits on you, but you know, I think you should be good to go with your Sith Eternal. You obviously want to link their Sith Trooper, so you can build up your ultimate faster, and you can keep healing then obviously with your special ability there. There you go. You have to go after Kylo Ren. Mask is pre-taunting, and then you're gonna link up Sith Trooper. Alright, and now all you do is wait that you get to your ultimate. Obviously you can try and stall the battle, you can try and stall the ultimate, just to see, you know, if you can maybe just keep healing up, but I think, you know, it could be challenging with all those assists and attacks and everything to time it correctly to get max banners. There's one danger there a little bit, I guess. If Kylo Ren Mask uses his basic, he could potentially land healing immunity. But so far we keep resisting it. But if you do get healing immunity, obviously you can then relink to quickly get rid of that healing immunity. But to be honest, you know, with their Sith Trooper link there, you don't really, there's no threat even if they do land healing immunity on you. But just something I wanted to point out here. Alright, unleash ultimate power. As I said, maybe if you would want to dance, you know, for 4 minutes with them, you would not maybe use the ultimate, so you can keep healing up, because obviously once you enter the ultimate you lose the protection recovery ability. But I didn't want to waste, like, you know, 4 minutes here. I said, you know what, enough with this, let's just unleash the ultimate power and finish off these guys. But you know, maybe with some patience and correct timing of those healing abilities, you could still get it done. But anyway, let's unload this and finish there for 68 banners. Alright, moving on, we've got a Jedi Master Kenobi versus Lord Vader battles. Now, these ones can get tricky sometimes, to be honest. I have lost these in the past, especially like I went up against, I think, was it Relic 9 Lord Vader? So I did lose there, because preferably I would use Jedi Knight Anakin in here, but I do use him with my Qui-Gon to nuke Darth Revan's. So instead, I'm bringing in General Kenobi. I mean, Kenobi, he's okay, he's got a cleanse, right? You can get some attacks going, and you know, because we do have Jedi Master Kenobi, bringing in General Kenobi will not hurt you in terms of Maul. He'll start with 5 stacks of anguish anyways there. So this one has Maul as well, Vader in there. I was thinking here to maybe use Jedi Master Luke, but because Vader there, you know, Vader if he gets going with all those Jedi, he can keep ability blocking them, and then that could cause you some trouble. That's why I opted here to use Jedi Master Kenobi instead. So just kind of showing you my mods here. There we go. I mean, the initial goal, as always with this battle, is to build up your ultimate, and then just save it until after Lord Vader goes into ultimate. I think that's a good way of doing it, but sometimes it depends. Sometimes you just might need to pull off an early ultimate to get a high ground with your Kenobi as well, depending on the situation. Alright, let's see how this battle played out. Okay, they go first. Obviously, they're faster here. Maul will not gain bonus turn meter because Jedi Master Kenobi prevents that. We're going to go now ahead, reset cooldowns on Commander Ahsoka Tano. Here's a little bit of danger, I guess. If Maul would target Commander Ahsoka Tano with his first move, he would have increased her cooldowns. So, you know, there's a little bit of RNG as well involved in those situations. So I got Royal Guard out first with a Force Leap. And now obviously Jedi Master Kenobi, he can ignore Taunt. So I decided to go after Vader before, you know, he has a chance to go into Merciless. Let's see if we can remove him from the battlefield. We'll see. We can now either do assist here or cleanse. I was, you know, didn't have that many debuffs, so instead I did assist here to get some hits on Short Trooper. Alright, let's go after Vader again. Got a nice ability block on him, perfect, so he won't be able to go into Merciless now. Exactly what we wanted. I'm just gonna do basic here. Okay, let's do a kick now. More mass assist here. There you go, Short Trooper still hanging in there. Alright, here comes the ultimate. Alright, time that I engage my high ground as well. Just to cleanse off all those debuffs. And now with high ground we can ignore the taunts. So we can just go straight for Vader here before he gets to do his thing. Okay, they're healing up a little bit. There we go, Vader down. We have to go after Maul next. We don't want him. He's got 5 stacks of anguish. I really don't want that he unleashes those like he did in the beginning. There we go. Big Force Leap there. Finish him off. Now just a case of going after Short Trooper here. Again, speeding up the footage. Because as we know, these battles do drag on. Their load variety is just so durable. But you know, you can there put healing immunity on Short Trooper. Finish him. And now just a case of burning down Lord Vader. While Lord Vader is in his ultimate, obviously you will not be able to land healing immunity on him. But you know, whenever you do get Force Leap, just unleash it so that you keep stacking those armor shreds on him. So you can eventually take him down. But you can just see how durable Lord Vader is. I mean, look at all the beating he's taking. You cannot critically hit him. He's already halfway through his ultimate charge. Come on. I don't want him to go into ultimate again. So I'm just going to do this now. Almost there. There we go. Down goes Lord Vader for 61 banners. So there you go, guys. If anyone says that Lord Vader is trash, he's not really. He can be very tricky if you don't go with the right team in. You can time out as well. I have lost before. So definitely, you know, having a well-modded Lord Vader can be tricky to take out. And, you know, it takes some top-notch characters to defeat him, especially with this small Vader lineup. Obviously, if it's just Lord Vader and tanks, as I've shown in one of my previous videos, you can just unload your Imperial Troopers on them. But in this week, everybody seems like are aware of the by now Imperial Trooper counter to Lord Vader. So everybody were putting Lord Vader lineups that, you know, then my Imperial Troopers wouldn't work there. So I had to resolve to either using Jedi Master Luke or, like I showed you in this video, Jedi Master Kenobi. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.